Hello, and welcome to Waffly Bollox, the wrestling podcast that's got 3 words for you. Blood and guts. I'm MJ, and my co-host is Sarah, aka Awfully Waffly. Hello!
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 Blood and guts. Did you see the social media clip that was after Blood and Guts where Orange Cassidy was like, I didn't realise what Blood and Guts was. I've only just realised.
Yes!
Wow.
There's been some brilliant post-show bits that have come out of it. Fantastic.
There have been. So yeah, last week we thought that it wasn't Blood and Guts this week for some strange reason, but it was, so that's good.
Yay! And that just goes to show that we're not infallible.
No. Yeah, sorry to everyone that thought that we were always right and always had all the facts. I don't know who that person was. Is it Thanksgiving this week? Next week? When is Thanksgiving?
It's the last Thursday of the month. Because it's like fucking thingies that sort of...
Like Easter.
Like Easter that floats around.
Oh, it's the 27th. Okay, so it's not...
27th.
So that's after Full Gear.
After Full Gear, yeah.
Okay.
Because they're doing the Thanksgiving episode. Are they doing it in Chicago this year? Because that used to be a thing at one point where they did the post-Thanksgiving episode in Chicago every fucking time.
From saying we don't know anything into not knowing something. So it's going well.
We don't know nothing about nothing.
Definitely don't know anything about Thanksgiving.
We're just yapping.
Okay, so first I want to yap about Rev Pro Sheffield, which was last Sunday, which I went to, so I do know something about it because I was at least there. And had a lovely time, and we had Lio Rush showed up, but not just Lio Rush, but Blackheart Lio Rush.
Ooh.
Which is a gimmick that I was instantly obsessed with. Like, he played his spooky music, and then he came out with his demon mask on, and then he took it off and he had spooky face paint on, and he moved like a little spooky guy, and I was just like, this is amazing. I don't know what's happening, but I love it.
Oh, I'm into that.
Yeah.
I hope he brings that into AEW, to be honest.
He's like a little demon guy, and he's been doing it in a couple of other... like BritRes promotions recently. He did it at Progress, and then everyone's like, oh, this is like an old thing that he does. Had a feud with Amazing Red, maybe.
Right, yeah.
There's like a necklace that's got black goo in it. I do not know the lore.
I love this already.
Obsessed with it.
I honestly didn't know a lot about Leo until like the first time he came into AEW, so I don't know like what his spooky gimmicks are or anything like that. So yeah, I'm interested. I'm intrigued. I would like to see more of this.
I would have thought as well, like, Rev Pro doesn't normally do weird gimmicks. It's normally all very normal, not supernatural, but fucking hell, I loved it. He moves so differently, and and has a little demon voice, and there was a bit where he'd sort of got knocked to the floor on the side of the ring directly opposite from where I was sitting, and then he just like popped up with a big spooky grin, and I was just obsessed.
Amazing.
I love it. I love you, Lio Rush. That was great. So I had to go and buy a picture from him because I was just like, I need to give you money. I love this. Please do more.
Brilliant. Well, that's the thing, though. If you give, like, I guess if you give people money, then
positive reinforcement.
They might do it. Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully more of that. Other storyline stuff, I think, is just that Joe Lando has cashed in his Wish trophy, which means that all 3 of the trio's Wish trophies from last year have been used up.
Yeah. So what's that lead into? Do we know?
So he's gonna have a match with whoever the cruiserweight champion is at Live in London 102, and. Well, they've got their tickets on sale for Wembley next year.
Is that when they're doing the Wembley Arena show? It's like August Bank Holiday.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what, if anything, AEW have actually announced. So they are doing All In at Wembley next year, bank holiday weekend, one assumes. And Rev Pro have got Wembley Arena for that weekend for their 14th anniversary show, which is like their biggest show. So that's super, super exciting. It's also not
that is cool.
that expensive. Like, I don't know, I've seen lots of discussion about this either way. And I think, like, front row, like, ringside tickets for Rev Pro at Wembley Arena, their biggest show of the year, were like 200 quid. And I was like, for front row ringside, that's pretty good.
Front row ringside's not bad. Not bad at all, that.
Yeah, I've seen some people complaining that it's too expensive for a card that you don't know yet. But it's like, well...
if it's All In weekend...
It'll be a good... yeah, exactly. Front row for 200 quid I mean? Seems alright to me.
I think that seems alright. I think that seems alright to me. I mean, considering what we paid for... like Forbidden Door, and that was way further back.
Yeah.
Like, and we paid more than that kind of thing. And it's All In weekend, so you don't know who's going to turn up.
No,
like,
you'll
anyone
definitely
could
get
turn
something.
up.
I mean, this year you had like Athena and stuff, so that's cool.
Athena was there, and Ishii was there, and Speedball was there. I think Kyle Fletcher was there as well. So you never know. Like, you never know who's going to turn up.
I was sad to miss Speedball.
Yeah, because it was the one you could get to, wasn't it?
Well, it's the one I wouldn't have been at either, because they did 2 shows this year, and I was at Riot Cabaret the night that Speedball was there, and then the second night I was too injured to go. Sad times. So I missed out on fucking everything, but yeah, I don't know. So I don't know whether I'll try and go next year or not. But yeah, it doesn't seem too.
I think
bad.
I would sooner go to Rev Pro than go to All In at Wembley.
Yes.
To be honest.
Yeah, same.
Because Wembley for me personally is like it's a great spectacle, love it, but I would rather watch it on TV.
Yeah, it's not very
too
fun
big.
to be there. No, it's too big. And
it's too big. You're too far away. Like, if you're not right at the front, you're too far away. Like, at least on like at Forbidden Door, I much preferred the O2 to Wembley, to be honest. Like, I would much prefer to go and see him at the O2. But it's like, yeah, we paid a fair bit of money for the tickets, and it was so far away, and I kind of had a better time, like All In, the first All In. It was great being there, the atmosphere was great, the show was great, whatever, but it was, like, I enjoyed it more watching it on the TV when I got home.
yeah. Yeah, I just don't really like being in places with thousands and thousands of people, I don't think. And then, yeah, being miles away so you can't see anything, and like... An audience can make or break a show sometimes. Like, if you're sitting around fun people with fun chants or whatever, but equally, if you end up sitting near some dickheads who are just shouting, like, shitty things, it could ruin it for you. So I'm just like... I don't know. I kind of like a show where I can afford to be in the first few rows, and that's probably never going to be AEW, so...
No, this is true. I mean, like, you're more likely for the TV tapings.
Yeah.
That would probably be slightly more affordable, but yeah, like,
Even
pay-per-view
so,
wise.
I think it's a few hundred... Yeah, we'll see. Because I think I paid about nearly 200 quid for my seats in Cardiff, and they were pretty terrible, so...
Yeah. I think it's... I mean, I guess, because I'm guessing the capacity at Wembley, because it wasn't as big as it was the second year, was it? Like, the capacity was smaller.
Yeah, it was something to do with the setup, wasn't it?
Yeah, but, you know, it's still, like, even if they half it, it's, like, still 40,000 people. That's still a hell of a lot of people, and you're still going to be quite a way away from the ring, and you know... And it's not, that's the thing, it's not the show itself, it's more the place where it is. Like, I'm just not a fan of huge stadium shows. Like, I'm always like, it's the same with bands.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
bands are
absolutely.
like, I would rather see them in a dive bar than see them in a like massive arena. Even though it's like, objectively, I am happy for them.
Yes.
Because they're playing somewhere huge.
But you're like, but not for me.
Not for me. Not for me to go and see personally. I would rather just go and see somebody in a shitty tiny venue than go to a massive arena where it's. I don't know about you. I just feel uncomfortable the entire time, and it's like I can't honestly put my finger on why that is.
I mean,
but
a lot of it is that
maybe it's just because there's so many people
are also physically uncomfortable to be in. Like,
yeah, oh my god, the fucking seats at Wembley, my arse after was killing me. Yeah. Like, they're so uncomfortable. Those seats are fucking shit.
Not to A, open this episode with a load of whinging, and B, open this particular kind of discourse, but like, AEW pay-per-views are like 6 hours or more. Like, once you get in and have the pre-show and have the show, it's a lot of time to be sat still. And
it's a lot of time to be sat still. It's a lot of time, with Wembley specifically, it's a lot of time to be sat on a very hard, uncomfortable seat. Like at the O2, the seats were squishy.
Oh, they were like, okay.
You know those ones where it's like, they're kind of like cinema seats?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is like for like the entire block. I'm assuming it was, but it was like the seats were kind of squishy and bouncy and kind of comfy.
It's nice,
and that made it a hell of a lot easier than like the horrible bloody. They're like sports hall seats.
Yeah. You're like I feel like I'm at an assembly. School assembly.
And you don't want to sit on them for longer than about 20 minutes. No. Like, nah.
6 hours. Nah. No, absolutely not.
Not 6 hours.
Which is why I really like the Doncaster Dome for Rev Pro events, because they've got like, not like a super posh cinema seat, but like the cinema seats that fold down, like they're like that.
Yeah,
so they're kind of squishy and reasonably comfortable, and if I can get the front row of them, then I can stretch my legs out, and it's all good. Anyway, that's the the old women section of the podcast where we're like, we just want to be comfortable, and ideally, if we can have a cup of tea, and I'm not even fucking joking.
Please, a cup of tea would be lovely.
Oh dear.
Or a cup of coffee. Thank you. Yeah. I need to be, if I'm going to sit somewhere for 6 hours, because, like I say, Forbidden Door, I had a great time.
Yeah.
It was like a squishy seat. I had a Pepsi on the go. It was air conditioned. It was lovely.
Lovely.
But yeah, Wembley just isn't my cup of tea. As happy as I am that they can fill that place,
yeah,
I would rather be comfy because I am an old woman.
Yeah. Well, I think last year after the Rev Pro Crystal Palace shows, Andy Quilden said that he was going to get a venue for the anniversary show next year that was air conditioned if he had to install it himself. So one assumes that Wembley might be air conditioned. I hope for everyone's sake that it is.
Yeah. Hopefully. I bet it will be. Because that's Wembley Arena. Did they redo? Because they rebuilt Wembley Stadium, didn't they, completely?
Yes.
And
I don't know.
So I think they did the same with the arena as well. Like, they had a whole, regeneration thing, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's as comfy as the O2, you'd be laughing.
Yeah, I would be. Be well away. What else has happened this week? It looks like Chris Jericho is gone forever.
And immediately started grifting. Immediately.
The thing is, I guess I asked for this because I was like, I've had enough of women being grifters now. After Gail Kim, Sarah Stock, and who was the third one? Obviously Nixon Newell and Miranda Alizé. I was like, surely it's time for a man. And Chris Jericho said, I am that man.
Yeah. Chris Jericho was like, hold my beer.
Yeah. So,
oh, Christ.
Yeah.
That carny fuck. It's just the kind of it felt like, what was it? The Bound for Glory show with TNA, which is their biggest pay-per-view of the year, I will say. And it's like, oh, well, if you compare Bound for Glory to the shows that they did in the ECW arena, it makes it look like TNA are the number 2 company. I mean, first fucking off, you're starting with comparing a TV taping to the biggest show of the year.
And
TNA,
also specifically a TV taping at a historic venue that's deliberately smaller than most of their normal venues.
Exactly.
Oh, Christopher.
It wasn't for, it was never for, like, the size of the venue that they were doing in the ECW arena. It was more of a kind of a paying tribute to ECW thing. And then it's like, okay, that's the biggest show of the year. We know that there were a fair few comp tickets going round at Bound for Glory, shall we say. And then there are swathes of people leaving after they did the Hardys versus Team 3D, which is Bubba Ray Dudley and Devon Dudley. And then I think the Dudleys retired at the end of that match. Like, they gave the Hardys the boots and were like, all right, we're done. That's our retirement match. But then after that, you can see swathes of people leaving. So all the comp tickets were just there to see the old WWE guys. Like, there was a world title match coming after that. With which should be your biggest match on the card, really. Mm-hmm. And no, they do just huge chunks of people just leaving the building, which doesn't bode well.
But it also doesn't
really
make you the number 2 company if your biggest draw is a retirement match for someone who built the whole reputation elsewhere. Like, having homegrown talent that is the main draw is surely more of an achievement. But also,
that is more of an achievement.
Chris Jericho's not going to come out and say companies shouldn't be trading on old guys, because he is an old guy and he wants to get his paycheck. So
yeah, he wants to get that money. He's twerking for the Fed, isn't he? He's doing the splits on it.
Oh no! Oh, God.
I don't give a shit. Dude wants his TKO gift basket and is spotting the Hall of Fame, clearly. And fuck him.
I do find it a bit disappointing, just because
it is disappointing.
He had done all this work to build up another company. I don't know. I find it just a bit disappointing when it turns out people don't have any values beyond their bank balance.
Yeah, well, Chris Jericho clearly has no scruples.
Yeah. I mean, of course, yeah, exactly.
He's a carny fuck.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I don't know what's going on, whether it's like a case of, well, whether there was contract renewal discussions and he didn't get what he wanted, so he walked, and that's why he's being a bitch about it. I don't know. I don't know. I know nothing about these things. But what I will say is that he is probably going to go to... I reckon he's going to turn up at TNA.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Yeah, because that's why he's talking about it. He's going to turn up at TNA because it's the one place he hasn't worked, and it's the one place that he hasn't won a title.
Oh, God.
Because he's never been there. Cause that's probably what it is he wants to go there and win their title so he can say, I've had a title in every company.
When was he the AEW World Champion?
It was the first one.
Right at the beginning.
So 2019. Yeah. And I appreciate what he did in terms of name recognition.
Yeah.
In the beginning. What I will say is that I think in terms of value brought to the company, I think Mox is far more that. I think Mox has done far more in terms of bringing up other talent who weren't necessarily well known in the beginning. I think Mox has done more there as well.
Yeah.
I will say I think that Mox is was the more important thing in AEW than I think Jericho was. I think Jericho got the name recognition, which is great. But, you know, it's a case of, well, did he do that much in terms of elevating other people?
Well, that is a big argument to be had, because lots of people will say, no, I don't know. The thing is, we don't and we'll never know kind of what goes on behind the scenes and what people's demands were, or like who was helping with what. I mean, it seems like he worked with a lot of lesser talent, and you're like, well, was he helping them out or was he not? We don't know.
I don't know if I would say he elevated people as much as Mox has
fair
done,
enough.
But it is interesting that he's going after the TNA title, considering, like, both him and the TNA title in the past 7 years have been at their most relevant when placed in the vicinity of Kenny Omega. But
yes, indeed.
It's like, if he wants to be a carny bitch about it, fucking,
I mean,
okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah, I think we knew that there were bad political skeletons in Jericho's closet, but sort of wanted to just ignore them. Because also, he has done good stuff for people. Like, he...
Oh yeah, no, it's not all bad.
No.
It's not all bad. No. To make that clear, I am not poo-pooing everything the guy has done. But it's like, in terms of the people that were elevated in a way that actually was a lasting thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's like elevated someone and then they have gone on to do great things. I would say that Mox's hit rate is far better.
I was thinking in terms of like stories I'd heard on, for example, Dark Side of the Ring, of Jericho donating to people in need, or like being there to help people out when no one else does.
He has done some good stuff.
He's not entirely a terrible person, but he does seem to be a wrestler, I guess.
A wrestler. He's just a fucking carny.
Of a certain vintage. But also this week, or this morning, in fact, I see that Matt Cardona is also back at WWE, or rather, Zack Ryder is back at WWE. That was my feeling as well. Like, if even
after all that,
even the indie god himself is gonna fucking the thing is, like, I don't think it
after all that boasting about how much more money he was making on the indies.
I don't think this is necessarily about tribalism so much as just like WWE is fucking the MAGA company at this point. Like, very
and now
explicitly,
is the time that you chose to go back.
Yeah, I can't respect that. And you know,
no,
people will say, well, you shouldn't expect better from wrestlers, and that's true. But unfortunately, I try to expect better from everybody on this earth, and
people
I'm
in general.
Disappointed.
Yeah.
Sad times.
I mean, I can understand the wanting to go there because Chelsea's there.
Well, she doesn't have to be there either.
I also think that Chelsea is too good for that place, so, you know. But...
Oh, the whole thing's just a disappointment.
It is. It's like, it's like, I will make a point about, I have done the best out of everybody, like, who's left WWE or whatever. But it's like, so you go crawling back, like, okay.
Especially because I thought he'd said that he didn't want to do that character again, but I don't know. I don't know his circumstances. It just feels to me right now that WWE is getting its stink all over everything and like absorbing lots of things. But I guess that is in fact the nature of what WWE is and always has been from the days of like taking over all the territories. But like it's like, oh, GCW, it was nice knowing you when you were a thing.
Because it does seem very like they are very much Fed adjacent now. Which is unfortunate. And it's like, because that's the whole thing, though, isn't it? It's not that they want kind of satellite companies around them to thrive. It's that they want to just absorb it all into the black goo that is WWE.
Yeah. The smooth. That might have been a reference too far even for you, but there's a My Little Pony movie from the 80s where the villain is this, like, purple lava-like goo that just
oh shit, I remember that.
destroys everything. And it's called the Smooze.
Yeah, that is... Smooze. Yeah, that's what WWE is. Yeah. They are the Smooze. But yeah, it's like, that's the thing. It isn't a case of they want these companies to function independently and have their own life sort of thing. It's they just want to like suck them up into the goo, and then so they can all be. It's like that meme where it's like someone gives somebody a thing that they've made and gone, "I made this," and then the other person takes it off them and goes, "I made this." Yeah, that's basically WWE.
Why is everything bad about the world the same thing at the moment? Like, are we living in a bad screenplay? Because the themes are everywhere and I don't like it. It's like,
the writing's terrible.
AI.
The writing's terrible. Some of it you think, well, nobody could be that evil. That's a bit on the nose. Like, if it was a film, it'd be like, oh, these people are too cartoonishly evil to be real. Like that, you know. But no, they are. Unfortunately, this is our reality.
Yeah. I want a better screenwriter, please.
Yeah, can we fire the other one?
Fire them.
Because it's not going well.
No. Should we find some nice things? What's a nice thing?
Yes.
A nice thing is that on Ring of Honor, Trent and Rocky had a promo for their Full Gear match that was like, I don't know, 90 seconds of joy. That was nice.
I don't think this was on the actual episode.
Oh, was it not? I only saw it on Trent's social and assumed it was on the episode, but maybe it's not.
I think maybe it was a social media thing.
Caught me out on not having actually watched this week's Ring of Honor, but I will. But it's delightful.
Or I did watch it and have forgotten. That is also very likely.
I am very much enjoying that the things that they're playing up are Trent having a broken arm and therefore it being illegal for anyone to attack him. In the same way that it's illegal to fight a child, you're trying to trick us, but he's like, I'm not even cleared and you put your hands on me and that's illegal. I can put my hands on you, no problem. That doesn't put me at risk. But you touching me, that's illegal. And we know lawyers. Don knows lawyers. I'm just like, oh, you're so fun. You're just the most fun, boys. I love them.
So silly. He's the silliest man.
I don't know why they're hiding him on the not TV. They should put him on the big TV.
Put him on the big telly. Well, the Roppongi Vice versus Boom and Doom is on the they're doing a tailgate brawl again, aren't they? Yes. So it's like an hour of Collision.
Oh, so that's on the telly then. That's on the big telly because it'll be the Collision hour.
Yeah. They're doing the 3 hours of Collision and Dynamite on Wednesday. So we've got like a 3 hour thingy thing, and then like on Saturday there's the tailgate brawl, and then Full Gear.
So fucking confusing. Okay, well that's good news. Speaking of Collision, last week's Collision feels like it was 100 years ago.
It does, doesn't it?
I don't think there was that much because it was still the matches to decide the advantage for Blood and Guts.
Yeah.
So the heel team won for the girls and the face team won for the boys. Mostly because Roderick Strong got a count-out victory over Mox because Darby Allin was hiding under the ring and popped a little cheeky hand out and grabbed onto Mox's leg and didn't let him get back in the ring. And commentary just losing their mind going, a hand! I saw a hand! I saw a hand! I know that hand! Brought me great joy. I love that.
It was very funny. Because that was a surprise. Because, you know, like last week I was going, nah, the heels are bound to win it, aren't they? Because that's just a trope. That's how it works. It's like, oh no, the heels get the advantage. So, like, the good guys are, you know, they've got to fight from the bottom kind of thing. But no,
Well,
no, because Darby is a menace.
Darby is a
as
menace.
usual.
When we get to the men's blood and guts, though, I think they did do some stuff to readdress that. But yeah, I am enjoying how much Jon Moxley is like, all these guys coming in from the feds, throwing their weight around, refusing to lose. Like, that's for chumps. I'm gonna lose all the fucking time. Watch me. It's like, yeah,
Jon Moxley,
he's on like
man.
a fucking 5-match losing streak or something at this point.
Pretty much, yeah. He's what a fucking guy.
What a
I
man.
love
We
Mox
love you,
so
Mox.
fucking much. We love you, Mox. Even though we did complain a little bit, maybe a little bit. During the Death Riders thing, little tiny bit. Although we weren't, to be fair, we weren't as down on it as everybody else was. We had
fair,
moments.
I think we mostly put the blame on people like Adam Copeland, who I think was to blame for that really boring stretch of it. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. To be fair,
think-
like from Swerve onwards, that the Death Riders thing was great.
I think there's been a lot of fun Death Rider stuff that I want to also get into in a minute, because I think they're doing a really good job of just not doing what people expect them to do.
Yes,
in interesting ways.
absolutely. Yeah. I'm not tired of it. I know some people are like, oh, well, they should break up now.
Like, no.
I'm like, no,
going
keep
forever.
it together.
And the only other notable thing, I think, on Collision was that Chris Statlander cut a super cold promo on Mercedes saying that she has lots of things that Chris doesn't have, but what she doesn't have is focus. And I enjoyed her talking about in Blood and Guts, Chris is going to make her focus on her, and then even when she does focus on her at full gear, like, she says, 1 year after we fought for the very first time in a completely different world, your focus will be full, your vision will be clear, and it still won't make a difference. And I'm like,
oh,
Stat, yes, please.
Fuck yeah.
Come on.
Fuck yeah. I feel like Stat's winning that.
I really fucking hope so. I'm going to be so gutted.
She better. I'm going to be really sad. Because the last thing I would want is for Stat to be a transitional world champion. Like, that would suck. And I don't think that's what anyone wants, I would imagine.
No, I don't think so, but you never know.
No. Stat's an OG. And it's sort of, she deserves to be, seen as up there with everybody else. Like, we've always known that, but not everybody has. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
I think I am in danger of falling into the trap of writing the story in my head before it's fully happened, but I do want it to be that she's right, that Mercedes' focus is scattered because she's got all these belts, and the one that eludes her is going to be the women's title until such time as, she drops all the others and works for that one. But we don't know what they're doing.
That is a far more interesting story,
I
though,
know,
isn't it?
but what if it... I want it to be that, but also I just have to work with what I actually see, because if you watch the show in your head, that's dangerous.
Yeah,
but,
that's the problem, innit? Yeah,
danger
you
of being
can't fantasy
disappointed.
book too far ahead.
Yeah. No. So, we come to Wednesday, the first ever women's Blood and Guts, plus some other stuff. I think there was so much going on in both of these Blood and Guts matches that it was quite hard to figure out how we should address them. So I think what we'll do is go through all of the entrants in the order that they came in and kind of figure out what their role was and where they go from here and what difference it's made to them. This might not work. Yeah. Let's give it a go.
Let's try it.
Because I think...
Try it and see.
I think, like, I have watched the show twice, and but I did find it hard to kind of keep track of everything that was going on, because there was stuff happening all the time, and trying to trace like the plot of the match and the emotion of the match was just like, I can't do it. It's too much. There's a lot.
It is, yeah. It was. There are so many things that I think probably going through it person by person is probably the best way to do it.
Trying to unpick
because otherwise
those
we're just going to get
threads.
muddled.
Yeah, well, and some of them are entwined with one another, so I guess we'll navigate that as we go. But trying to unpick what was happening with each person might
it was
be
just
the
chaos.
way forward.
It was mostly chaos.
It was mostly chaos. So Sky Blue came in first with a kendo stick wrapped in barbed wire, like a terrifying fiend.
Yeah.
Excellent work.
Can we just start with what a fucking legend this kid is? Sky Blue
great.
is so cool.
She does seem like the ultimate AEW sicko, doesn't she?
She's a total fucking sicko. It was great. She clearly was exactly where she wanted to be and was living her best life during this match.
She was like, I'm going in first. No one else is getting a chance. It's me.
Yeah. And she was arguably, like, I would say, like, one of the MVPs in this match, for sure.
I think so. She also started bleeding almost immediately.
Immediately,
pretty much immediately. Because the second person in was Willow Nightingale, so we had this 5 minutes of Sky and Willow together in the cage before anyone else came in. Just sort of time to try and break each other down a bit. And there was a really horrible moment where Willow grabbed hold of Sky's hair in like both her hands and like wound it around her hands and used it as like a lever to just, or a handle to just swing Sky around with, like pulling by her hair. I was like,
oh my
that
God.
must hurt like fuck.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's no way you could take that without it hurting,
No,
surely.
you shouldn't lift a person by their hair. Oh my God. It's like, it's proper, like, Miss Trunchbull levels of bad. Ouch. Yeah. And then she, like, rubbed her face on the side of the cage, and we ended up with Sky Red. That so much blood. Like, immediately so much blood. So much blood.
I think Sky might have had an aspirin before. She took a couple of baby aspirin before she came out.
Is that a thing? I'd love to know what the kind of tricks of the trade are for that.
Yeah, it's you bleed more if you take a couple of baby aspirin before you go out, because it's a blood thinner.
I guess you want to also be a bit wet, like wet hair or something, because then it kind of makes it flow everywhere more. I don't know. God.
Yeah. It's very There's a couple of things that they do to make it a bit more bloody, because sometimes, like, if you see, like, some people sort of like blade in the hairline kind of thing and like nothing comes out, and it's like, and clearly, like, a lot of the time they look really annoyed about it as well. It's like, I have cut my head open and there is no blood.
Well, you should have had more blood.
Yeah, basically should have come in with an extra pint or two.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Also, I'm not sure whether Sky maybe bladed a little tiny bit too deep.
Possibly. But it looked fucking amazing. But you are thinking, like, mate, you've got like another hour before you can go and like have a sit down and a glass of water and stuff. Are you going to be okay?
Because it was just pouring into... There was one bit where she was sat in the corner and it was just pouring into her eyes. And it was like, Jesus Christ, Sky, what did you do?
Yeah, fucking hell.
Excellent visuals, though. Really good. Some of those shots of her in the ring, like, crazy. So good. So good. See, what a sicko.
And she did stay involved in the match, like, the rest of the time. It wasn't like she disappeared.
Oh, she took some of the most evil bumps as well, like... Because tonight, Blood and Guts was the night of the tables deciding to go, nah.
Yeah. They went to too expensive tables because they were not breaking.
They were not breaking. All the tables said, I am the table. And then it was just, because, like, there was a spot where Jamie was it an elbow drop she was doing? I can't remember now. Oh, no, that was it. She was slamming her onto the table. That was the first bit. And the table just didn't break at all. And it's like, fucking, that must knock the wind out of you. If the table doesn't break.
Yeah, because it's not absorbing any of that impact. It's just like, boom. Oh, fucking hell.
Ooh. Yeah, so there was that. And then, like, because the table didn't break, Jamie sort of dropped onto her and the table did break then, but it was like, fucking hell. Like, I think she kind of, like, she had a couple of minutes after that to get her breath back, because clearly it would have knocked the wind out of her. But yeah, she put on such a good performance, I thought, through the whole fucking match. Brilliant.
Yeah, she did.
Little sicko.
But that's that kind of as far as it goes in terms of, like, storyline. It's like, okay, she's a maniac. She's just cemented
I was trying
her
to
position as... Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to think, like, in terms of, like, story stuff where she was going to go from there, but it's basically, like, she has just cemented her place as being a little fucking sicko.
Yeah, sicko number one. But I think kind of the same for Julia Hart as well, because she came in after Willow Nightingale, and so we had, like, the Sisters of Sin against Willow Nightingale for a little bit. And Julia also did some really fun spots, including wiggling out through the side of the barrier. Her and Tekla both managed to wiggle through.
Oh, that was so cool, because they're so tiny. They can just wiggle their way out of the cage without going through the door.
We don't normally see this, because I guess the man can't normally fit through there, but okay. We hadn't really thought about that. That's a big hole in the side of the cage, and they're only little.
That was so fun. I absolutely loved that. There was a couple of spots where, like, some people seem to forget that there was a lip going into the cage. I don't know whether that's a thing that has to be there.
I think it was new for this one, because I think they mentioned it on commentary.
It did seem like a couple of people tripped on that. That was a bit of a problem, but because there was, like, the steps, and then there was, like, the door to the cage, but there was, like, a lip that you had to step over to get in the cage. So when there was a point where everybody sort of piled out of the cage, a couple of people, like, tripped over it.
Oh dear!
On the way out, and kind of went flying down the steps. That was a bit awkward.
Well, I mean, they were always going to fall over. Yeah, I thought you meant.
But it was so chaotic that it wasn't really that noticeable in the first place.
And also, like, you know, everybody's bleeding. No one can see. Everyone's shoving each other. Yeah, I thought you meant they'd put sort of a bit of extra edge stage inside the cage between the ring and the edge of the cage, because normally there's just like a gap that you can fall down on all sides, but they'd put like a little platform.
Not on all the sides.
Not on all sides.
Though.
No, just on like the bit where you go in and the far side. Yeah. So this is making this tricky to do this by person. But yeah, Julia Hart again came in, did some really fun stuff, was a maniac. I guess her and Sky don't really need anything else going on right now, because they're in the tag league.
They're tag
still
tournament.
In, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
So,
they are. I think is their next match against Willow and Harley.
That would make sense. If it was, because like there are these rivalries in the women's division, but because there had been so many substitutions in this match, some of it wasn't quite built as well as it could have been.
No. Because we had Mina subbing in for Aminata and things. So it kind of got a bit muddled, I suppose, but it all worked out in the end, fine. I thought.
Yeah, because also Penelope was meant to be in there as well. But yeah, so the next person that they put in, as you say, is Harley Cameron. So then you've got the two tag teams in the ring all together.
Yes.
And Harley is just a phenomenon. Like,
she's so good, isn't she?
She's come from like well, I guess her and Mina, both of them, are just kind of women who were doing other things, and then just quite late in the game were like, what if I did wrestling? And they're just like prodigies.
Yeah.
They've got so much charisma, both of them, and they're so like fun to watch and just get better every time you see them. It's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Seeing where Harley has come from, like when she first started at AEW to what she's doing now is unreal. Like, because she could have easily just coasted on being very funny and being very entertaining, but she's put the fucking work in as well, like in terms of like her in-ring stuff as well. So she's just, at some point I feel like there is a championship in her future somewhere.
I hope so.
And it's gonna fucking rule. She does have a proving ground match against Athena.
Oh yeah, that's exciting.
Next week. Yeah. I wonder maybe if Harley is gonna potentially, if not pin Athena, last the 10 minutes or whatever it is that they do for proving ground matches. And that'll be the pay-per-view match, potentially.
Maybe.
Harley versus Athena.
I feel like I would be a little bit put out if she took that title off Athena. But
a little
like, I do love
bit.
her, but she's so like new that it would feel a little bit insulting to Athena, maybe. I don't know. Or like to all of the other women who've challenged for that belt and not managed to get it. I
suppose it depends what they want to do with Athena.
Yeah.
Whether it's a case of they want to bring Athena into AEW more now.
She's the forever champion. Yeah,
she is the forever champ. But I don't know if maybe that's the thing. But the thing is, though, it might not be that Harley wins. It will probably just be a really fucking great match, which, you know. Because Athena, again, is one of those people where she elevates everybody she's in the ring with.
Yeah.
And I think if nothing else, it's going to sort of cement Harley as, like, how good she is in the ring now as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so I could see it going that way. I maybe not necessarily that Harley wins it, but I think it'll be a fucking good match either way. I think Julia, I just sort of going back a little bit. Julia's strikes, I will say, not, and this is by no means me being a dickhead. I don't mean to be a dickhead. Her strikes are a little tiny bit weak looking. So it's I'm thinking either work on that, or she is so good at submission wrestling. Like, the Heartless is really good. She does a brilliant flying octopus hold.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, maybe lean more into being a submissions wrestler, like, and being, like, a windy lady.
Yeah.
Rather than a striker, because I think she's better as a submissions wrestler than she is as a striker.
Yeah.
But I think the thing is with Julia, she has had probably a fair bit of training from Malachi, and Malachi is definitely a striker. So it's like maybe she needs to spend a bit of time like with somebody else who's more of a submissions artist and maybe develop that a little bit. Yeah. Because I think she's more of a well-suited to being a submissions wrestler than a striker, I would say. But that's just my personal opinion.
The thing is, it depends whether her strikes are supposed to be good or not. Because if in kayfabe the deal is she is better at submissions than striking, then her character should, like you say, should always lean into the more submission style stuff. And if her strikes are a bit weaker, it sort of doesn't matter. Like, that's part of it. Whereas if she's supposed to be able to hit someone really hard, but she doesn't sell that, then that's a problem.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not sure whether it's. I'm not entirely convinced that it is a kayfabe thing.
Yeah, no, I get you. I was just thinking,
but it's difficult. You know. That's the thing. It's difficult, lemon difficult. If because striking it's not easy to do because you're not allowed to actually fully welly people in the face. So it's like you've got to pull it. But you've also got to make it look like you haven't. Yeah. And it's hard. It's got to be so hard to do. But yeah, I think she's way more suited to being a submissions wrestler. Okay. And I would like to see her lean more into that as going forward. Anyway,
I did think it was a bit silly at one point in this match that I think Willow Nightingale like hung her upside down from the turnbuckle in order for them to like put her in a tree of woe and attack her. But it's like, but that's Julia Hart. Like, she goes upside down. That's what she does. Don't put her upside down.
She's
She'll
fine
be
going
fine.
upside down.
She'll get you. She'll be upside down and she'll get you. Don't do that.
Notoriously, the Triangle of Madness are spider ladies.
Yeah. Well, speaking of going upside down, so they put Tekla in next. So you had all of the
Hey!
Triangle of Madness against Babes of Wrath. And yeah, Tekla was the other one that wiggled out the cage, got out, went to go and get the key from, was it Mike Posey? Or
I think it was, yeah. Did she punch Mike Posey? She may have punched Mike Posey, I think.
What I didn't like about that, like, I did think it was really fun that they could wiggle out of the hole, but I was like, but guys, the whole point is that you're locked in a cage. Why are we...
You're like, get in the cage!
Get in the cage! Stay in the cage! We're here to watch you fight in a cage. Why are you getting out of the cage? What's happening?
I think, to be fair, I think maybe I'm a bit more lenient on that because it happens every time.
It does, but I don't understand... Like, it happens every time to the point where it's sort of not remarkable. So it's like, well, why are we doing it then?
Yeah, why are we locking them in a cage if they can just wiggle out of a hole in the side of the cage? Yeah, no, I see your point. I see your point completely.
Get in the cage. But yes, Tekla,
get in the cage!
Tekla turned up with fucking upside down cross contact lenses, looking like
amazing,
the scariest woman in the world. She's fucking terrifying. I love her. Yeah.
I love her so fucking much. Because she's about my height, I think. She's about 5'3".
Yeah.
And she carries herself like she's 7 foot tall and 300 pounds. And it is just the best thing. Yeah. It's the best thing. I fucking love Tekla so much.
I almost wonder if that was kind of the problem with the tables in the women's match, was that these women are all pretty small.
Quite light, yeah.
And they didn't weigh enough to break the tables.
Possibly. But then the boys had the same problem, so I think it could probably... It might just be that the tables are a little bit stronger than they should have been, maybe.
Yeah, got them Japanese tables. So Tekla came in, Triangle of Madness, Mayhem. What weapons did they have at this point? I feel like there was a kendo stick with barbed wire. Willow came in with a bin lid. Odd choice. I
can't remember what Tekla came in with. Or whether she just came in with herself and was like, that's enough of a weapon.
It is. And she just came in being like, I wield the power of spiders. Like, you're just going to shit yourself if you look at me. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, that's what it was. So Tekla didn't need a weapon. She came in with
spiders.
The power of spiders.
Yeah, spider powers. So then next we had Jamie Hayter. She brought some other bits and pieces in. I think she might have had some thumbtacks or glass. Or
she
something.
brought in a bag of thumbtacks and went to hit somebody. And then the bag of tacks kind of just broke open, went all over the floor.
That's fun.
So I don't know what the plan was there, but oh well.
Jamie Hayter, at the moment, the only kind of storyline she's got going is this feud with Tekla, which is based on Tekla kayfabe taking her out for her shoot injury.
Yeah.
People are going to think this is blasphemy, but I need more from Jamie. Like, she looks fucking awesome. I enjoy the whole kissing the bicep business. I enjoy her just being like, Hayter hits hard, badass. Yeah. I just feel like I need a bit more, something, personality, something. She
did get a little bit injured in this match, though, I will say. God. And that is potentially why she didn't do quite as much as maybe expected.
Just this match, though. It's kind of everything. I've
for
a while.
I think that's the thing. It's kind of the thing with Jamie is that everything has been built around this match,
right?
Basically, because she was the one who invoked it, so it's everything about it has been kind of built around Jamie, which is kind of why, I mean, we'll get to it, but why the ending was kind of a little bit like, okay then, oh, we're doing that, aren't we? Okay. But because Jamie was kind of, because she's been sort of teamed up with Aminata, and then they were in the tag tournament and they didn't win as well. So it's all it feels a bit stoppy-starty with Jamie at the minute. Unfortunately, she did have which will bring us on to our next entrant, which is Megan Bayne. She had a bin lid as a shield, and then Megan threw a chair at the bin lid, and the bin lid smashed Jamie in the mouth.
Oh.
And that is why she was rolling around on the floor quite a bit and having refs see to her and stuff. Apparently she's definitely chipped or broken a couple of teeth. So she's not in a great way at the minute. But yeah, that was nasty. So I don't know whether there's any parts of it that were maybe supposed to happen and didn't potentially. I don't know. But I'm assuming that Megan and Jamie are gonna keep feuding, I guess.
Yeah, hopefully. But yes, like you say, Megan Bayne was the next one in, and she came out with Penelope Ford, both of them in very elaborate white gear, leaning into the kind of Greek god thing. And that did make me a bit sad, because I was like, oh, Penelope, like, you wanted to be in this match, but you're not.
Oh,
That's
but
sad.
Penelope had little wings, and it was adorable. I loved her little bat wings. It was so cute.
Yeah, bless her. Aww.
Oh, no, I am really sad, but I am also glad that she isn't going to be away. Like, she's sticking around and sort of coming to the ring with Penelope and with Megan and stuff, rather than going away and we don't see her for months and months and months.
Yeah, absolutely. So then Megan Bayne came in and, like you say, fucked up
smashed Jamie's teeth out.
I liked that she had a golden chair. It's that kind of attention to detail I am looking for, guys. If you're going to bring in a chair, make it match your colour scheme. Beautiful
Indeed.
work. Love that.
Yeah. I appreciated that a lot. It was great.
Yeah. Adored that. And then they brought in Chris Statlander, women's world champion Chris Statlander. She had
Who'd just been down the snooker club, apparently.
Yeah, she couldn't find a kendo stick, and she was like, well, this is a stick, it'll do. Brought in a pool cue. Smashed that over Megan Bayne. And then, like, Tekla went into the wall of the cage, and I thought she was going to get stuck, because she, like, slid down, like, basically folded in half. So, like, her bum went down, and her, like, arms and legs went up, and I was like, how the fuck is she going to get out of that? Like, there's not a lot of space. Like, how do you manoeuvre yourself out of that? I don't know.
She's a very bendy lady.
But she's a spider, so she did it. she's just fucked. She's just going to be there until the end of the match. Stuck.
just hanging from the ring going, can somebody help me, please?
Yeah. Help. Oh,
brilliant.
That would have been so undignified as well.
No. Yeah, no. Luckily, she is a spider. Yeah. So it was fine.
Yeah. And then we got like a little moment with Willow and Chris, which was nice, because I think we have been looking for this, and like this, their relationship storyline has been bubbling under and doesn't quite get addressed, but that's kind of like fine. I'm kind of happy to have it just be a thing that pops up when they have to be in one another's orbit, but the rest of the time they ignore each other. So this just being here where they're like, what are you doing? Who's doing what? What's happening here? And that kind of gave Megan Bayne a chance to jump in while they were distracted. That's nice. That's all I need.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Just, I suppose there's always the chance of that match happening again, like Chris and Willow. So it's like, it's almost like it's like a will they won't they kind of thing. Like, will they be friends again? Will they not be friends again?
It's a slow burn romance. Good stuff.
Do they need to have a match so they can be friends again? I don't know. But it's nice. It's nice that it's like, well, that's what I appreciate about AEW, is that a lot of the time, except when it is, things don't get forgotten.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
there is always, like, somebody who remembers this is a thing in the lore of AEW.
Ideally, every person should be super on top of their character and who they have history with and remember stuff like that. But
although I think we do have that in AEW, because it's like, in AEW, people's characters are kind of developed by themselves.
Yeah.
Like, it's like by the person who is playing the character, they develop it themselves, as opposed to, like, this is you now, and you will do whatever storyline we tell you to do, kind of thing. So it's like, I think they've got a better, like in AEW, they've got a better, like, each individual person has got a better grasp on their own lore than like in other places necessarily, where they've just had a character given to them and storylines and scripts given to them, which, you know, are more easily forgotten, I would say.
In other places, naming no names. Yeah, naming absolutely. No names. That is making me think, though, that actually that is probably how I am watching wrestling, is from a perspective of it being like a will they, won't they, like, romance. Like,
yeah.
Are you going to overcome your differences? It is all a Hallmark Christmas movie crossed with that one episode of Battlestar Galactica where they had a boxing match.
That is wrestling.
That is how I have come to wrestling. This is wrestling. Yeah, it makes total sense, actually. Too much sense. Horrifying. Anyway, then Mercedes Moné came to the ring, and at some point she'd got a table with all her belts laid out on it.
Someone must have been putting them out for like while we were distracted by what was going on in the ring. And then there was also a glass of wine, a glass of champagne as well. For Ultimo Moné, and before she was like, this is how I would be in a death match. Just saunter down to the ring, have a bit of wine.
Yeah, choose your feeling.
I wouldn't be in a rush to get in that cage.
No. And I think Mercedes really did give off like an air of someone who wasn't super keen to get in there, because like the ones who were kind of coming in like, yes, I'm going to be a fucking lunatic, well, we're all wearing white, and Mercedes was in like her normal gear, I think.
Yeah, which was red, and she was like, "No, I'm not doing the white gear, so all the blood shows up.
Don't put the blood on me. Not into it. Don't care. Don't want it. Not here for it." Yeah,
there was a lovely moment where she got somebody's blood spattered on her hand, and she was kind of just looking at her hand, going, "Ugh."
Lady Macbeth up in here. She then got all of her title belts, which she has been very protective of, and handed them out to everybody to use as weapons, which I thought was interesting.
I fucking loved that, you know. I thought that was fucking brilliant, because it's a ready-made weapon for everybody.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It's such a smart move. I really liked it. I thought it was really good. I think there's the question there of, would you really trust these women with your belts?
Well, yeah. I kind of thought something might come of that, but it didn't really.
No, it didn't. Nothing came
Although
of it.
I
thought it was a nice spot.
Do something with it. I would still be interested to come back next week and for her to be like, I had 12 belts and now I only seem to have 9, and who's had the other ones? That would be fun.
That would kind of be amazing. Yeah, it's like the mystery of the missing belt with Mercedes Moné.
That would be fun. Once we got Mercedes in the ring, we also were treated to a visit from Minnie Moné, who was a bit more deathmatchy costumed. That was cute.
Yes, because Harley produced her.
Yes.
In a she's like wearing a black leather outfit as well. Which
wipe great. Clean.
Well, you know,
yeah.
She's only just got clean from all the cake.
Oh, I forgot about that. I wonder if they managed to get her cleaned up or if they had to make a new one.
They may have had to have made
because that looked like it was fucked, didn't it?
It did.
But yeah, so
I did love stuff. That. Puppet spots are always good.
Yeah, puppet spots are always good. Then we brought in Mina Shirakawa, as previously discussed, not previously meant to be in this match, but she she was clearly up for it. She's a good girl. We love her.
She is. We love Mina. She's so good. Considering she wasn't meant to be involved, like, at all. You know, she proper, like, she put her whole ass into it. It was great.
Did. Yeah. And then, so Mina came in with a barbed wire bat, started getting involved, hitting everybody with the bat. And then we had Marina Shafir come in, and she is terrifying, always. I fucking love her. We need to study
I love her so much.
What it is that makes her so scary. Like, is it the way she moves? Is it her face? It's largely her face, right? It's like her facial expressions.
It's all of it, I think.
Just like, this aura of, like, that woman will kill you.
And she's the way she's built as well is like, she's definitely gonna murder somebody.
Yeah. Well, there was sort of two, like, real standout bits for me with Marina. I mean, for me, but obvious bits. But, like, one was she produced a bed of nails from nowhere and threw Chris Statlander onto them.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yep.
Ouch.
Ow.
Ouch. Like, ow.
I was kind of expecting the bed of nails to get brought into the ring like it was when, like, last year, but no.
Just do it here, it's fine.
It wasn't last year, was it? It was the year before. Fucking hell. But, yeah, it was. I was expecting the bed of nails to maybe make another appearance in the ring, but it didn't, unfortunately. And when that bit was going on, we were like, oh, Marina's learnt, she's put her shoes on.
Yeah, no.
She's going in this one with the shoes on. And then as soon as she did the bed of nails spot with Chris, she took her shoes off. And it's like, oh, maybe not then. Maybe not.
Maybe not. No. So I guess we need to get to bringing in Tony before we get into the other sickening Marina thing. So yeah, the final person into the ring was Timeless Toni Storm, who came in with her pearls and with a champagne bottle. So she managed to break a champagne bottle, and then use tape to kind of stick champagne bottle glass to her fist to hit people with. And then Marina Shafir, as you pointed out, with her shoeless feet, stomped into the glass so that the glass stuck to the tape on her feet, and then used that as a weapon.
Yeah.
That is
unhinged.
Yeah, like, actually, Sky Blue, my love, I'm so sorry, but I actually think Marina's out sickoed you with that.
Anything with feet is that's full on sicko shit, isn't it?
Oh, God.
Because Mina had, was it Megan in a figure four? I'm trying to think who was in the figure four.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But she ground her feet into the glass and then stomped on Mina's chest. So she had to break the hold. Yeah. And it was that was gnarly. That was gnarly as fuck.
God. Yeah, so that's cool. The other, it was, maybe it wasn't the champagne bottle glass, because I forgot that Toni Storm got a mirror.
Spot. Yes.
Yeah, commentary seemed really confused by that as well, because Marina was kind of like crouching in the corner, and Toni picked up a mirror and like put it on top of her, and commentary were like, she's showing her what she looks like. And they're like, I know what's going on here. And then Toni went to do a hip attack. Marina stood up and smashed the mirror over her. So then there was like mirror glass everywhere.
Yeah.
And yeah, that glass Crazy. Was maybe the glass that was, I don't know which glass it was. It was glass. It was glass on her feet. Who didn't like it. Bad times.
It was, oh man. Marina, the stuff that she is willing to do, it was like, because the bit where her feet went into the thumbtacks a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Horrendous. That was insane. That was absolutely insane. And then she did this and used it as a weapon. I was just like, oh man, Marina's the coolest. She's so cool. I was just watching it with my chin on my hands, going, I love Marina.
Not the reaction you're meant to have. So hang on. So to backtrack a bit. So I don't know how we unpick the chaos of this match. There was so much chaos. Chris did manage to come for Mercedes in the end and got to throw her through a table.
Yeah.
as she had indeed promised that she would fuck her up at Blood and Guts. But I think that was another table that didn't want to break very easily.
It did. It ended up breaking that one.
Yeah, eventually.
But it took them two out of the match, basically.
Yeah.
So we just had everybody else left in the ring. The finish to this match was interesting because it was like, obviously, Mina Marina on the brain, apparently. Mina wasn't in this match in the first place, but then ended up being a big part of the ending, which was interesting.
Yeah, Mina. So Mina had been involved in the Advantage matches in the lead up to Blood and Guts. And we had Toni Storm on commentary for Mina's match, in which she lost to Megan Bayne, right? Yes, she did.
Yeah.
But with Toni on commentary, so this is the match where Toni let us know that she and Mina Shirakawa are in fact married, where she referred to her as her beautiful wife.
Yes.
And she also was struggling to watch that match. She kept saying she couldn't look. And Tony Schiavone was kind of saying, my dear, you must look. No, she don't have to. Leave her alone. But now, looking at how Blood and Guts ended, that was clearly foreshadowing.
It was, yeah. They clearly had the idea to do this after we found out that Mina was going to be in the match. But they worked. I think it was a really good ending. I know some people didn't. Some people I didn't like the ending, but I actually thought it was great.
I thought it was great as well. So yeah, because the lineup had changed and we now had Toni and Mina, who have recently been, they've lost their championships. They've been clinging to one another, saying that they're all they have, that they are all they have left in the world to each other. God, that was a sentence. So when the Triangle of Madness were holding back Toni Storm, Marina was holding down Mina. Well, you're right. Trying to say Mina and Marina is a challenge.
It is.
And Megan Bayne was going to hit her with the title belt. Toni tapped out to save her beloved wife, and I
think that's beautiful.
It is beautiful. That is fucking hell. Like I just said, all I want is romance, and what is that if not romance?
Exactly.
The
people it was
booed.
So good.
The people booed, and I guess they booed because the match was over, and they booed because the heels won. But also, I was like, no, don't boo a wife, don't boo true love.
Don't boo a wife. I got that as well because it was like. Because I mentioned this on Blue Sky, and then I got a lot of people going, oh, no, they were just booing because the heels won. And it was like, there was something about it. I mean, maybe it's just me, like, going off vibes and being wrong, like, maybe. But it felt like they were booing Toni tapping out more than they were booing the heels winning.
Again, it's like, is that just how we're interpreting it? But that's how it felt to me as well.
I don't know. That was the vibe that I got. It wasn't that they were booing the heels winning. They were booing the fact that Toni tapped, which is like, no, that's the good story. Don't boo that.
It is a good story. Don't boo a wife. But also, speaking of wives,
title of the episode: Don't boo a wife.
But speaking of wives, like, what did Excalibur mean when he said? As a married man, he knows that when a woman ties her hair up, you're in for it. What?
Well, there are a number of occasions where women will do that. A, when they're about to have a fight.
Yeah.
B, is when they're just doing stuff and it's hard work and they just tie their hair up. Yeah. Or C, blowjobs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically. So it was a thinly veiled blowjob joke, probably.
Yeah, I don't think it made sense in context, and I didn't like it.
But also it could have been taken in the context of, like, when a woman Like, the thing is, I think he said as a married man, and I
Yes.
think that's why it makes the difference.
Yes,
But
because it does. Because it's like, why
Yeah.
are you talking about your wife tying up her hair as opposed to any of the female wrestlers that you watch wrestle on a weekly basis?
yeah, because like that's a thing, isn't it? Like, if a woman's about to get into a fight, she takes her earrings out.
Takes her earrings
ties
out.
her
It
hair
would
up.
have made more sense if she'd taken her earrings out and tied her hair.
Yeah, it was the added
was
as
the
a
married
as
man
a
bit.
married man. Yeah,
No.
that it was definitely a
Behave
blowjob joke.
yourself. Excalibur, I love you, but I didn't like that. He also did the thing that we were struggling with a second ago, where we trying to see Marina and Mina in close proximity.
Yeah, he was struggling.
He got the name wrong. In fact, he referred to Mina as Marina Shafir when he meant Mina Shirakawa.
It doesn't help that they're both MS as
Yeah,
well.
I know.
Like,
Somebody on Blue Sky replied with something like, Mina Rina Shafirakawa, and I was like, that is horrendous and wonderful. Mina Rina Shafirakawa. That's what I want to say.
if they ever form a tag team,
Yeah.
then that's what we're gonna call them.
That'd be great. Lovely. Then we went to a really random segment that I don't understand why this was on the show, but I guess we needed some time to tidy up, where the Don Callis family had attacked Jurassic Express, and then Don Callis and the Bucks came out of like their trailer, I guess. In my head,
Yeah,
it was a van. No, it would have been a trailer. It would have been the trailer. That makes more sense.
It was a trailer, and as it turned out, it wasn't their trailer either. It was Okada's trailer, because they did a little. There was a little extra BTE video.
Oh, I haven't
There was a
seen
couple
it.
of extra
God
BTE
damn it.
videos. They're like 2 minutes long each, and one of them was behind the scenes at the Thanksgiving advert, and the other one was like behind the scenes at this bit.
Oh, okay. I have missed that. It's
Yeah.
Saturday. This was on Wednesday. BT's come out on Monday. God damn it, Bucks.
Hey,
Confusing.
extra BTE content. I'm not
It's
going to
good.
complain.
No, that's true. But yes, basically the message here was we've killed Jack Perry for you, and if you want, we'll kill Kenny Omega for you if you are going to join the Don Callis family.
Yeah. Which I don't think they want Kenny to be killed.
Well, we're going to find out, aren't we?
We are going to find out, but I still believe that the power of friendship will win out in the end.
I hope so.
Because the Bucks don't seem like they want to get in with the Don Callis family. They're still very hesitant about it. I think they're gonna.
But they might need a Kenny to protect them from the Don Callis family.
Yeah, but that also works because Kenny's got to finish those guys off at some point, so it makes sense for him to have his boys.
Oh God, that's a real fucking Labours of Hercules task if Kenny's got to fight his way through the entire Don Callis family.
I mean, I would hope that maybe that's a bit much, having to have 10 matches against all of the Don Callis family, but you never know.
Take it. 10 Kenny matches. You could do like one a month, it's fine. Also kind of in the elite orbit, we had a Falls Count Anywhere non-title match between Hangman and Powerhouse Hobbs. And Hobbs did quite a fun promo, but he did also fucking bring back the Book of Hobbs. And it's like, mate, you're doing so well. Don't say the Book of Hobbs. Just don't say it anymore.
You've
Just
got
don't
a real bugbear about the Book of Hobbs.
Don't say fucking Book of Hobbs. Don't. Just leave it alone. I liked when he was like, you better pray to God to save yourself from me. Or so. I can't remember what the line was. It was good though.
It was great. It was a great little promo, that. It's a shame it wasn't on anything. Like, it would have been fun to have it maybe stuck it on Collision, but it was a social media thing.
Yeah.
It was great, though. It was really good. I enjoyed it. He's just... I love Hobbs. I really love Hobbs. He's come so far from, like... His first match, he got squashed by Orange Cassidy in about 30 seconds or something. Like, he just got orange punched.
I mean, that's wild.
And it's like seeing him go from that to where he is now is unreal. And I love that, though. I love that about AEW, is getting to see... And I've said it so many times that I'm like a broken record. but getting to see that journey from them being essentially a jobber to being a fucking star is incredible. I love that. Like, more of that. I want all of that all the time.
Yes. Right, so I'm now conscious of time. I'm going to start speaking at double speed. They had a big old Falls Count Anywhere fight. They ended up out in the crowd. Lots of chaos, but the climax of the match was when they were up in the crowd and Hobbs was like standing near the railing and Hangman went up the stairs and like basically fucking ran down with his boot and smashed Hobbs across the head.
He took his shoe off.
Yeah. Theme of the night, taking your fucking shoes off. And like, I don't think that this made any logical sense, but I did love it that he went flying down into a box of like equipment and like sparks were coming off it and the lights all flickered in the arena for extra drama. I don't know what's in that box, but it's fucking awesome. I love it.
It was very funny, as well as because on the TV you could blatantly tell that the giant box was made out of cardboard, which is very
it's
funny.
Fine. It was just there to stop him from actually fucking dying, so I'm good with it.
Yeah, it's I'm fine with it. It always makes me chuckle because it was just because Shivani on commentary was like, and those boxes are heavy, and it was like, that one isn't.
Yeah, because the box kind of came back down on top of him, and it's like, in reality, if those things are real, that man is fucking dead. Like, you've just thrown him off the railings, and then a fucking giant heavy box has fallen on him.
I especially enjoyed that visual of the lights flashing on and off, and it went to a shot of like Hangman like amongst the crowd looking completely unhinged. Like, yes. I love Crazy Eyes Hangman. He's the best.
I thought we didn't love Crazy Eyes Hangman. I thought we didn't want him to be a heel.
But he's a good boy. But just fuck with him.
Is he?
He is.
I've seen on Emmy's Blue Sky that she's been tracking the Hangman playlist, and I believe the Hangman playlist may have disappeared again, which is a bad sign.
I don't know, I think you can still be a dark, sort of violent character. I mean, I think the story is that the lengths you have to go to be the world champion. I think that's maybe like more the story they're telling rather than it being a straightforward. Someone who
didn't go evil but just got more and more destroyed by his title belt. Anyway, Falls Count Anywhere, so Hangman pushed him off the railing.
It's got a blood curse on it.
Yeah, pinned him, got the win, and then Shibata turned up to attack him, as did Samoa Joe, and then
little shit Shibata.
For some reason, Joe told the cage to come down, and Eddie Kingston and Hook showed up for reasons ? But you got your wish.
Just to stop him from getting murdered.
But he was kind of stopped anyway because he was in the cage and they were out of it. But that meant that Hangman got to call Samoa Joe a dumbass and add a steel cage stip to their Full Gear match.
Hooray! Hooray! I got everything I wanted.
Happy Christmas.
Great. Yay!
You really did get everything you wanted because then we got to not have Ric Flair.
Brilliant. Apparently it was because he had taken a fall and fucked up his shoulder. So he wasn't able to be part of that segment because it was going to get physical and he was too injured and beaten up to do it.
I don't love that for us. I, in fact, kind of hate that for us because I foolishly thought that when we were doing the whole woo energy drink thing and everybody was like, get that creepy predator off my screen, and they did. I thought they had learned, and then they threatened to bring him back. And to be honest, I didn't look at social media that much before I watched Blood and Guts the following morning. And I think it probably did slightly dampen my enthusiasm, especially on the first watch, because I was constantly thinking, is this when Ric Flair's going to come? Is this when Ric Flair's going to come?
I think that's the thing. I think it was they brought him out for the crowd. They only ever wheel him out in North Carolina.
Oh, don't fucking go there then, because I don't want to see him. And I thought they'd listened, and they haven't, and I hate that.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. Although I think injury or no, I think doing a thing where he just popped out and said hello to because the crowd in that place, because he's from that round that way, and
But they
it's
all
a whole
booed
thing.
him apparently. I've seen video.
Did they?
Yeah. It got
Ooh.
because before it came out that he was injured, the initial thought was the crowd reaction had been so bad that they pulled him from the main show.
Oh.
So
Wow.
fingers crossed this time they'll listen. But it's one of those things where you're like, AEW, I really want you to be the good alternative. And like, it's not difficult to be better than WWE because that place is literally hell. But
Yeah.
I wish that you'd make a bit more effort to be good rather than just not be that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think
bygones.
sometimes, we've always had this complaint. Sometimes Tony is a bit too married to certainly certain wrestlers, I will say. And it's like, nobody wants to see, in big 2025, nobody wants to see Ric Flair. Nobody wants to see him.
No, literally nobody, it turns out.
Yeah, as even the live crowd in his hometown didn't want to see him. So that should say, maybe stop now.
Take him
Stop
away.
wheeling him out.
Yeah. But yeah, there was a really, really, really long FTR segment with Ricky Steamboat, and it was fine. It was more fun than FTR segments used to be, but it still went on far too long.
I will say FTR and Brody Dido kind of saved the segment for me. Ricky Steamboat is a good dude. Like, I've not heard anything bad about Ricky Steamboat, but he was never a talker. So
Right.
it was like, with Flair not being there, who is the talker? Although I will say
Not
that
anymore, he ain't.
not anymore. He's not. So maybe
Yeah.
let's not lean on that. But yeah, like, Steamboat was never known for being a talker, so it was a bit sort of awkward, and he was going on his little old man waffle, and I'm not even sure what the point of it was, because it's like he got interrupted anyway, so it was kind of like he was just going, well, I wore an onion on my belt. This was the style at the time. So yeah, it's like, in my head, he just Grandpa Simpsoned it.
He did. I did like the bit where Dax was like, you've given me great advice over the years, and one piece of advice you gave me was to save your money, and I did that, and if you'd taken your own advice, you wouldn't have to be here. And I thought that was quite funny.
That one was good. That one got me. Yeah, funnily enough, it was FTR's presence kind of made this segment more bearable.
What is this life where we're saying things like this?
I don't know. We are through
know.
the looking glass at this point.
We truly are. And then that brings us to the less important blood and guts match. I know. I've seen discussion about how the main event of a pay-per-view might be the most important match of the night, but the main event on a TV show, when it starts at 8:00 and runs for 2 to 2.5 hours, is probably actually the first match, because that's when the most people will be watching.
Yeah.
And that's a interesting way of looking at it, but throughout the show they did continue to refer to the men's match as the main event, so it still rankles a little bit that we were supposed to be having big
to be
women's
fair,
one.
I will say that last half hour is when it really drops off in terms of numbers. So, yeah, I can see the point that they're making. Because it tends to be when they do these 2.5, 3 hour shows, it's like the first 2 hours get the most numbers, and then sort of if they do an overrun, like half hour after that or an hour after that, that's when the numbers tend to drop off a little bit. So yeah, like the women's match was positioned to get maximise the amount of eyeballs on it. Like, yeah. So even though it wasn't, they call it the main event on commentary, I can totally see the point in terms of the numbers. Like, the women's match was in the correct place in order to get the most eyeballs on that match. I will say that.
But I felt like there were more story threads in the men's one, and that is just a consequence of the women's division getting less time overall.
Basically, yeah.
So, first in for the face team, Darby Allin, of course, because who's going to want to be in that match for the longest possible length of time? It's going to be Darby.
It's going to be Darby.
They did something that I thought was actually really clever and funny, which was, because the face team have the advantage, but like you say, whoever has the advantage is like... Oh, wait! Sorry, there's a cat ripping up the carpet.
Oh, no.
How did you even get in here? So yeah, the face team having the advantage did have the potential to make them look like bullies, but by putting Wheeler Yuta in first for the heels, it's like, well, no one cares if the two of them beat him up.
Yeah, everybody wants to see Yuta get his ass kicked, so it doesn't matter.
Very funny. Enjoyed that a lot. Darby had a skateboard covered in tacks, and commentary also, like, I think maybe Excalibur needs a holiday. I think he might be overworked, because he's just saying absolute nonsense at this point in time, where he started talking about how the Death Riders took Darby Allin off TV for the first part of this year by throwing him down a staircase. And it's like, yeah, you did do that. But the problem is, we all knew that he was taking time off to climb Everest, and then you made him climbing Everest part of the show. So nobody thinks that he was like dead at the bottom of the staircase all that time, because you literally built it into canon that he was climbing a mountain. So you can't really come back with that now. It doesn't make any sense.
No, that is one of them things where it's like, we're going to have to hand wave it because it doesn't make any sense, but that's what they've chosen to do.
No. They should never have brought it into the show, but whatever. And so the next face in was Orange Cassidy. Delightful.
Who didn't know what a Blood and Guts match was?
No.
But
again, like, this was just... I don't know what was going on with commentary. It was just as if they kind of didn't really know what was going on either, because Orange Cassidy came in with a backpack and with his elbow pad tucked in his back pocket. And, like, Tony Schiavone was like, I don't know what that is in his back pocket, but it's probably going to be bad news for Wheeler Yuta. And Excalibur's just like, yeah, it's his elbow pad. It's not anything.
Thing is,
does this all the time.
I can let him off, because we are struggling in terms of, like, keeping track of everything that happened in the match. So I imagine trying to commentate it live was even harder than us trying to pick it apart now.
I would like to imagine that on a TV show, like, they have some idea what the main beats will be and what they should be focusing on, though. But who knows?
It doesn't always work out like that, though. That's the thing. In these kinds of matches, things go awry and things don't go according to plan. So it's kind of... It can be difficult. I imagine it's very difficult to keep track of absolutely everything happening in these kinds of matches. So I can I can let him off, I think, for this one.
Okay. Well, so in terms of where we're at with this, so we have Darby being first in because Darby has, or was at one point, the main person leading the charge against the Death Riders. So makes sense. That works. Darby should be here from the beginning to try and do as much Death Rider damage as he can. And then it then makes sense for Orange Cassidy to be there because he also was forced into a leadership position.
Yeah.
But, so the fourth person in is Daniel Garcia. So then we have the two sort of baby faces who are the most righteous, I guess, and most anti-Death Rider, and the two youngest Death Riders. So there should have been some kind of emotion here, I think, especially with Yuta being Orange Cassidy's child and Daniel Garcia being the one that pushed Orange Cassidy into the position where he got bleach poured down his throat. Not that I go on about this all the time or anything.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel like there was really much anything.
No, it was more just violence.
Just violence. Although I did like Orange Cassidy breaking his own sunglasses. Yeah, that is. But yeah, like snapping his own sunglasses in half to use as a weapon was very, very fun. I liked that a lot. Shit. That was good. That was really good.
Oh, that's the thing. It is interesting because of that lingering shot at the end of
oh God.
when there was murder.
Fucking Wrestle Dream 2024.
Yeah. And Danny was one of those people there as well, but he has taken the other side, and that's interesting to me. I find that slightly interesting, but they don't really do anything with it. So I mean, it's just literally just interesting to me.
But interestingly, that is a thing that fans really latched onto, and during this match that they brought up on commentary because Excalibur asked Bryan Danielson if he had watched back that match where he got murdered because some of the men who were most distraught about his murder were in the ring. And Danielson's just like, no, weirdly enough, I haven't rewatched my own murder. Why would I do that?
I will say, Bryan Danielson on commentary, I think that was a smart move. He's been great. He's been so good.
But I still bang in the drum that I would rather have a woman at some point.
I think on certainly on Collision, especially as they have more women's matches on Collision, I would get somebody who is an assist man on commentary for Collision.
Please do that. So, in terms of character stuff, like, there wasn't a whole lot going on here, except I do think it's interesting that we keep expecting there to be friction between Yuta and Daniel Garcia because they were rivals in the past.
Yeah.
There was a big rivalry between them. But since they've both been brainwashed into the Death Riders, they seem to be getting on really well. And I think everybody expected that would be a problem because Yuta's adopted family had adopted the son that they really wanted, and like he would resent that in some way. Yeah. But it doesn't seem to be. I would like to see more of what's going on there. Like, I would like to know more of like Yuta's reasoning. Like, is it that he has been so neglected by the other Death Riders that he's like, oh great, like somebody who I can be friends with?
Yeah.
Or what is it? What's going on there? Like,
I don't know. I don't know. And I am intrigued, but also at the same time I'm like, are they going somewhere with this?
Or are they just not? Exactly. It's like, I would like it if I felt like it was like, aha, you had expectations, but actually we're subverting them and doing something different.
Yeah.
And then you also fear that it's just that they're just not doing anything at all.
Yeah. That I'm not entirely sure on that one. I would like to hope that it's leading to something, possibly.
Yeah.
But I think they needed to get this match out of the way first before progressing things any further.
Okay.
Because I have theories.
I want to know the theories. Okay, so next in was supposed to be Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe's music played, but no one came out. And we cut to Renee explaining that the Don Callis family have beaten up Mark Briscoe. And so Roderick Strong's like, oh, I'll go out now, which I found quite endearing, that he was like, okay, there's a problem, it's fine, I'll go. It's not my, I like that. I was like, okay, good boy. You're an adult, you've taken charge of the situation.
I see, this is the thing. There was mixed theories over whether, because I was like, did Roddy do it? Did Roddy beat up Mark? But no, as it turned out, it was the Don Callis family that did it. But I'm kind of into the idea of Roddy being a reluctant conglomerator, but then is swayed by the power of friendship. I quite enjoy that idea rather than Roddy joining the Death Riders.
Whether it's friendship or whether it's even just a sense of duty, I would like to see somebody have some morals.
Yes,
please,
yes, indeed.
Roddy, even you, it could be you. So he went in, and that made me realise that Mark Briscoe hadn't been part of any of the Advantage matches, and that I think they'd said even on commentary that there'd been some mention of like, obviously he's got this whole thing going on with Kyle Fletcher, like I guess he doesn't want to overexert himself. But that made me think, oh, is there something like shoot going on with Mark Briscoe? Like, is he hurt? Is there a problem? Don't know. And then obviously my brain started going 100 miles an hour, and I was like, oh, is Bryan gonna get up and get in the ring? Because obviously he's got the beef with the Death Riders.
Lots of things happening in this match where it was like I was kind of expecting a thing to happen and then it didn't.
Yes.
Like a couple of times.
And again, it's that if you're subverting my expectations to do something else, I could be into it. But if you're just not doing anything, then that's bad.
I think it is, though. I feel like it is leading to something.
Gotta be, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Please. The next in we had Claudio, who, again, like, he wasn't wearing his scrolls, and I was like, is he gonna do something? Is he gonna undermine Mox? No, he just came in, did some giant swings, did his usual shit. Claudio, darling, please, can we have some personality from you,
He's
please?
such a strong boy. He's such a strong boy.
He's very strong, but that's not... I want to know what's going on in his head.
I think maybe there's something coming down the pipe, possibly, with that.
Everyone keeps saying that, and I'm starting to think it's not.
I am choosing to believe that there is something coming with Claudio. But yeah, somebody pointed out that him, when he did that giant swing on Darby with Orange Cassidy on his back, trying to choke him out, and it was like, it just looks like a guy playing with his nephews.
Yeah, this is the thing, like, he's big and they're little, and so as a feat of strength, you're like, this is quite impressive. But once again, I'm flashing back to Bandido holding Chris Jericho aloft in one arm and thinking, it's not that impressive. I think wrestling has broken me.
Yeah, your scale of strong is all over the place.
It's fucked.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fucked. So then we got beloved, darling Kyle O'Reilly, love of our lives.
Kyle!
I love him so much. He's got such scary music and he's so silly, and I love him.
He's the silliest man. I love him. I love him so much. But he's that perfect combination of being, and it's possibly my favourite combination of wrestler, where they are a complete goof and a goober outside of the ring, like in promos and stuff, just the silliest motherfucker. Mm-hmm. And then he gets in the ring and he's a killer. He's an absolute fucking killer, and it's just the best thing. Yeah. My favourite combination of wrestler, like it's all of my favourites as well, are like just have the ability to be silly as fuck outside of the ring and then just be evil in the ring, and it's brilliant. I love it. I love that combo so much.
So good. Did you see the post-match conglomeration bit that they put on social?
I did see the bit where oh no, there was a bit where they were sat backstage, and I haven't had a chance to watch that yet.
Oh, okay. There's a really fun bit where Kyle said that being in this venue, having this match, made him think back to his debut at AEW, which was also in the same venue. And Orange Cassidy's like sitting next to him and like pulls the goofiest face you've ever seen on a human, like turns into a cartoon character and goes, awkward! Because Kyle O'Reilly's debut in AEW, least we forget, was showing up to help out Adam Cole with Bobby Fish. Adam Cole, who was having a match against Orange Cassidy. So that was fun. Like, you have to watch it just for Orange Cassidy's face, where he's like, awkward. It's like, you're not a human, man. What are you? You're a living cartoon.
No, I do need to watch that. I saw the bit after, like, the bit where it's, like, post-match and they were still in the ring.
Oh, they're chatting in the ring. Yeah. Where OC talks for fucking ages and then goes, I don't like to talk, I'm giving the microphone to someone who does. But that's slightly getting ahead of ourselves, because Kyle O'Reilly came in and then he was followed quite swiftly by Jon Moxley, who came in with a fork and just basically stabbed everybody with a fork. Just ran around stabbing everybody with a fork, which was weirdly visually hilarious.
Mox,
like, it shouldn't have been, but
he's the silliest man. It's like, I'm talking about my favourite kind of wrestler who is a silly, silly man, but also looks evil in the ring. Like, Mox is a prime example of that. Like, just... he's the silliest man. He's like, this whole Death Riders thing where he's like, I'm very serious and I take it all very seriously. He is a silly, silly goose. And I fucking love him.
Now that he's not the champion, he seems to be having a lot more fun.
He does.
He stabbed Kyle in the head and he was bleeding everywhere. And then somehow he managed to find the mirror frame that Marina Shafir had smashed, and used the broken glass on the mirror frame to also smash open Kyle's head. And fucking hell, that's our other notable Crimson Mask of the night, I think.
Fucking hell, yeah, like, Kyle was bleeding so much. Much. It was wild. Absolutely wild.
Naughty Kyle. Don't be doing that.
Don't be doing that. But the visual was incredible. Fucking loved it.
He's so good. I love him. I do love him.
We will get slightly. Yeah, there's
slightly
bits I
more
want to
into
talk about, but they're at the end.
Okay.
So we'll.
Okay. All right. I'll speed on. So then they were like, okay, so the final face should come out, and it should be Mark Briscoe, but it's still not Mark Briscoe. So again, you're like, is he not coming? Are they going to sub him? Who are they going to sub him for? Who's back there? Somebody must be back there. But no, they just were like, okay, well, I guess Pac's coming out instead. And they were like, well, now the face team are supposed to have the advantage, but instead they have the disadvantage because now it's a handicap match 5-on-4, which I was like, that's not fair. That's like deeply unfair. If Briscoe wasn't coming, you should have not sent in the last one of the heel team. Like,
surely.
They've earned the advantage. You can't actively give them a disadvantage. But they did.
But they did. That's how they do it. I at this point on Blue Sky, you will see public record of me fantasy booking Chuck Taylor into this match somehow.
I mean, it was like a thought that like skittered across my brain, and then I just like smashed it like a bug because I was like, no, he's not gonna. He's not gonna. He's not gonna do that.
Meanwhile, I was there watching it live going, send Chuck!
I wish they would send Chuck. The other thing is, if I wake up on a Thursday and my mentions are normal, then
you know it hasn't happened. Yeah.
I know it hasn't happened. When it happens, if it ever happens, which it won't, my mentions I expect to be absolute chaos. But also, I'm going to wake up and it's going to say like 50 mentions, but then I'm going to go into it and there won't be anything. It'll just be you and Caitlin Fetback going, delete that, she's asleep.
Well, we don't want you getting spoiled.
I know, I love it. I love that that's happened like more than once. It's my favourite thing, because then I'm like, oh, something exciting's happened. But I don't know what it is.
Also, I also love that, like, I have now been enveloped into the Chuck Taylor girlies, because everybody thinks it's me, and he's like, it's more you than me.
Fair,
I love Chuck.
To be fair, you're the one that posted it. Everyone loves Chuck Taylor, though.
I'm a supportive friend.
Yeah, that's true. But also, it would definitely pop you if he showed up.
Oh God, yeah, I would lose my
with a
fucking mind.
Axe or something.
Yeah, I would just go absolutely mental if at one point any of my Chuck Taylor fantasy bookings ever came true. I would just go bonkers. But
there's still a little bit of me that can't help fantasy book him for that fucking boom and doom RPG Vice match. But it's not going to happen.
Yeah,
I just want it so much. Anyway, no, they were like, no, we are locking the cage. Fuck you, face team. You just got to die, I guess. Which is just, I don't know
very
why
mean.
That happened. Yeah. And then Mark Briscoe turned up.
Yeah.
So what was the point of any of that then?
I do wonder if it was to give Briscoe, like, maybe Briscoe is maybe nursing an injury or something of some kind, and he can't do too much, maybe. But then he did do a lot of shit, didn't he? Like, anyway.
I feel like if that were the case, like, I would just not draw attention to it. I don't know. I mean, wrestling, who fucking knows? But yeah, so he had to come out. He had to come out with some bolt cutters so he could cut the lock and get in.
Always prepared. Comes out
and just a toolbox, a whole toolbox.
Yeah, a toolbox and some bolt cutters, just because you've always got to be prepared in these matches.
So what do we have going on here? Is that we have Roderick Strong getting more drawn into the conglomeration. We have Mark Briscoe feuding with the Don Callis family, basically single-handed, because I guess nobody was there to help him out. And then the Death Riders seemingly as strong as ever together. Yeah. No chinks in the armour of the Death Riders. Not during the match, anyway. So Briscoe did a bit where he went to the top of the cage and managed to, because obviously once he'd got in, then the cage door was open anyway. He climbed up to the top and did a thing with, was it Kyle, where he like lowered a rope down?
Oh yeah.
Like lowered a rope down and got some chairs and got them pulled up to the top of the fucking cage.
Yeah, the makeshift pulley device.
I was a bit scared. I was a little bit scared during this, where I was like, is someone gonna die? Is someone gonna fucking fall off this cage? This seems so bad.
Yeah, the thing that made me think, because there was a table out on the floor. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh God, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
But then I was like, surely there would be, if they were going to do something off the top, there would be more tables there.
Yeah.
But they gave us all the scare anyway. They were like, we're just going to tease it.
And I guess that's a good thing. That is what you're looking for. Speaking of scares, the other big scare towards the end of this match then was Gabe Kidd showing up.
Out of nowhere. Gabe Kidd out of nowhere.
Tasering Darby, and then Pac,
he just turned up and went, hiya, I've just here to cause problems,
I'm just
as
here.
usual.
Pac went up to the top, and then Gabe set up some tables, and then got some lighter fluid, and just sprayed lighter fluid all over the tables for what seemed like an eternity. It's like, you are really making sure that is going to go super, super on fire.
Yeah.
And then Pac, meanwhile, had hauled Darby Allin up to the top with a belt round his neck. Lovely. And Gabe lit the tables on fire, and Pac threw Darby down onto tables on fire, and Darby fucking went on fire.
He did literally his arse was literally on fire.
He was fully on fire. These boys have got to be stopped. We got to take their matches away. This is not. It's not good.
I fucking love it.
Well, it's funny because I think literally like an episode or two ago, or I can't remember if I said this on air or just to you, that the match between Mance Warner and Effie, where Effie went through a table on fire, was like the most brutal thing I'd seen. And Darby Allin said, "Oh yeah, watch this."
Darby Allin went, "All right, bet."
Yeah, for real. Because he was on fire for so long.
Yeah, he was, and then rolled into I'm always interested when I see little behind the scenes things, like how the sausage is made in a way, because they had, like, obviously it was like a damp towel or a series of damp towels, like just slightly off to the side. And he, like, rolled into them. So the fire on his... No, that's the thing. I didn't notice until I watched it the second time around. And I was like, that's fucking smart, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's so yeah, he went through the table and then rolled off. And that was Darby done, I think, for the rest of the match.
Fair enough. I think that's fair enough. Then Orange Cassidy got to have his pervert moment where... he put his hands in his pockets, as is his wont, and Jon Moxley stapled his hands into his pockets.
That was such a good spot. I fucking loved that so much. It was like, that makes perfect sense. Like, of all the things you're going to do to Orange Cassidy in that kind of match, like, that is hilarious.
It was extremely funny. And also, like, just fully counterproductive. It's just like, that's where he gets his power.
Yeah.
That's not going to do him any damage. He'll be fine.
Now he's just going to be more powerful when he takes his hands out.
Yeah.
It was a good spot, though. I love staple spots because they always look really gnarly, but, like, like, there's no real horrible damage going on, but it, like, just stings a bit, but it always looks good. Like, they're really innovative with the staple spots, I believe, in AEW. I think they're good with staples. But yeah, like, stapling his hands in his pocket was just genius. It was so funny.
It's very funny. And then he did get his hands out of his pockets because he landed a series of orange punches on Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
Which, again, I'm like, it shouldn't have taken that many, but it took quite a lot for him to kind of get knocked down into a position where Kyle O'Reilly could roll him up and get him into some kind of hold, I don't know what. I'm bad at wrestling.
It got him in a leg bar. Got him in like an ankle lock originally, like the first, because it got him in an ankle lock. Then Mox reversed it and got Kyle into a bulldog. And then I think either it was then or it was slightly earlier in the match, we had that brilliant visual of like Kyle getting choked out and then giving Mox the finger. That was love that.
Yeah,
that was a great shot. But yeah, the final bit of the match was Kyle had Mox in an ankle lock, then Mox reversed it into a bulldog, then something happened and somehow Kyle managed to reverse it back into an ankle lock, but then dropped onto his back and got him in like a leg bar. And then we had the same thing that happened in the match against Darby, where Mox was being submitted and he was in a pile of broken glass.
Yeah.
And eventually Mox ended up tapping, and that was the end of the match. I was maybe expecting more to happen after this, but
yes.
Then I looked at the clock and was like, no, nothing's going to happen at the end of this.
But it's kind of funny that like every time there's anything now, we're like, well, this will be the moment when the Death Riders splinter. No, it's not. It's not. Still not.
I do think though, because this has happened several times now, either Mox has nearly been tapped or he has tapped, and this is like the fourth time now where that's happened, and I think that Mox is going to get deposed by the rest of them.
Someone needs to challenge him and be like, you keep fucking this up.
I'm wondering, I think maybe we will maybe get a bit of that on, I don't know whether it'll happen on maybe Collision tonight or Wednesday. But I think I think that's going somewhere. I think they're gonna boot him out. I think maybe they're gonna murder him like they murdered Danielson.
Caesar.
Potentially.
Yeah, like they murdered. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe. He needs to watch out for any plastic bags, I guess.
And it'll be the thing is though, I do like the idea of Mox getting like increasingly paranoid that's what's going to happen. But then for a while they don't do anything. Like they lull him into a false sense of security that actually no, they're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Then they get him.
Biting my tongue to keep from suggesting comedy ways that we could do this. But
there are plenty of comedy ways they could do it, and I would enjoy it a lot. But they're not going to do that.
I just want somebody rustling a plastic bag in his vicinity and him jumping and then being like, "Oh,
yeah," like looking over his shoulder, like, "Whoa!" Yeah, that is what I want. That would be very funny. But it's I love the idea of just sort of Mox getting increasingly skittish and paranoid, and but maybe gets lulled into a false sense of security that he's safe, and then they just get him. Like, that'd be fun.
Get him.
But then he can come back and be a good boy and hang out with Eddie, and that'll be fun as well. Yeah.
He would really have to do some work to be a good boy, I think.
I think if he gets fully murdered, if he gets fully murdered by the Death Riders, then there's potential there for that to happen.
Do we think it's going to be a full, like, the Death Riders oust Moxley and the rest of them continue as a group?
I think,
Okay, because the other thing I've seen is people speculating that they could split in two.
I could see that, because I could see certain people in the Death Riders taking Mox's side. Like Marina, potentially.
Yeah.
Maybe, possibly Utes.
Well, it depends who the leader of the other faction is, because if it's Claudio that leads the revolution, then Yuta would go with him. I
don't know about that, because I don't know about that because Claudio has been meaner to Utes than Mox has. Mox kind of still treats him like a little puppy dog. Whereas Claudio, as soon as they went heel, Claudio was mean to Utes. So I think maybe...
That's all Yuta knows. That's all he knows. People being mean to him.
That's the thing. Maybe he's got Stockholm Syndrome for Claudio and he'll stick with Claudio. But I could see Yuta turning to go with Mox. Like Marina and Utes are the two, potentially. But I don't know. But will it be Pac, or will it be Gabe Kidd, or will it be, who knows, that like is the one who's like, we've got to kill Moxley? I would love it to be Pac. I would really love it to be Pac. Because he's like, since he's been back, he's shown that he's just got no conscience about anything. Like, he's just a straight killer. But then it's hard to get a read on Claudio, because Claudio has been very stoic.
Yeah.
So it's like, is Claudio just holding back? Is he just sitting back and letting all this happen?
I want to know what's going on.
I want to know
what you're up to.
That's good. That is a good thing, that we want to know where this is going, because that's what we want. We want intrigue. We want story. We want drama, darling. Drama. So, it's, I am fully intrigued. I am invested, and I want to know where this is going. So it's, good shit.
Well, let's see. Somebody on our Discord or Blue Sky commented that it's going to be almost impossible to do Gremlin points because this was the All Gremlins All the Time episode. But we're going to give it a go. So, who do we give points to?
Oh, you know what? It's like, whoever said that, it was a good shout. It was a good shout. I think outside of the Blood and Guts matches, FTR for menacing Ricky Steamboat.
Absolutely.
I think Hangman for murdering Hobbs with a boot. That was very funny.
Also, yeah.
I think Trent as well.
Yeah.
For his promo, just being the funniest man alive.
He's so funny. I wish he was always here.
Little wind-up merchant he is. I love him.
Yeah. It's not cat food time. So
it is cat food. It's always cat food time.
Yeah. So, I think definitely Marina Shafir for taking off her fucking shoes so she could stomp her foot into broken glass.
Yeah, that's
maniac.
It's Sky just in general, just the existence of Sky Blue deserves Gremlin points for sure.
Just her little face, just so happy to be doing terrible things.
She was having the best time, and I love that for her.
She really did seem to be. So who did things that were like? I guess Gremlin Queen Hartley Cameron for bringing Minnie Monet to the match.
Monet, yeah. I think Mercedes for having a little drinky poo before getting in the ring.
Classy lady.
Relatable queen. I think Julia and Tekla for being...
wiggling out the cage.
Wiggling out the cage. That was very funny.
Yeah.
Tony Storm for that makeup. Like, we haven't talked enough about this. Tony looking completely insane with a makeup. Yeah. It was almost like 60s Joker, but gone completely fucking wrong. Like,
horrifying.
Tony Storm, the woman that you are.
She's amazing.
I did think Stat was going to kill somebody with that pool cue at one point, because like when she came in and hit somebody with it, and it was like the other half of it just kind of bounced into the air, and I was like, oh shit. It's like, it was fine, and I don't think it hit anyone, but I was like, oh my god.
Aww.
I think in Women's Blood and Guts that was, but then it's like like the post or comment says, like, everybody in the whole fucking match deserves at least one.
Yeah, should we just go through? Just everybody just gets a point for
Yeah.
being in it. Okay. So that is please hold the line. 1 for Orange Cassidy. You've already had points. 1 for Marina Shafir. 1 for Kyle O'Reilly.
Are we having to add people to the spreadsheet
Briscoe.
for this?
No. They all existing gremlins. 1 for Darby Allin. 1 for Wheeler Yuta. Penelope Ford, you can have one. You turned up to work.
In a Batwings!
Yeah, 1 for Pat.
Points for the Batwings!
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
Absolutely.
Gremlin points or just I thought that was cool, but...
Cool points. Just points for being great.
Everyone gets points for being awesome. Pac should definitely get one for the maniacal laughing after he chucked Darby off the top of the tunnel. That was fun.
Yes. Megan Bain, yeah. And then, have I missed anybody who was in this? Claudio. Does Claudio not have any points?
Does he not?
No.
He's not much of a gremlin, though.
No.
No.
No. nor does Roderick Strong. Again, not. I think he would have done if we'd been doing it during the Brochachos era.
Yeah, I think, like, we started this a bit late, because I would have given Claudio points for just the constantly doing the crab dance with Yuta.
Yeah. Oh.
I miss the crab dance.
Maybe they can bring it back if they're ever good boys. I don't know if they ever will be good boys.
They're bad boys. Bad boys can't do crab
boys.
dance.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? Have I given Tekla a point? Yeah, I did. I gave her a point when she wiggled out the ring.
Yes.
Okay. I think that's it then.
There we go. That's all the gremlins all the time. It was a gremlin heavy episode.
It truly was. And we didn't even give the Bucks anything because they didn't really do anything gremlin-y this time.
No, our favourite gremlins just kind of looked a bit distressed at everybody else getting beaten up on their behalf, and they didn't ask for it. So, I will say, like, slightly going off topic, we have got yet another feud where Kenny gets to turn up at the end of like the week before the match again.
I guess I don't know there's just got to be shit that's going on.
There's got to be reasons for it. There's got to be reasons for
sad.
it. It does make me sad that this seems to be the way things are now. Because it's like he doesn't have to have a match.
No,
just
skip
showing his
on.
face or saying something would be good. Like, I'll take a fucking
nice.
iPhone video at this point. Like,
wow, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you're about to be in the same swamp with me because your guy's just not here.
I'm getting into the kiln.
Get in the kiln. Come in the kiln. It's lovely and warm in here. Right, we've talked for over 2 hours. I think that's quite enough out of us. So
It's enough yapping for one day.
What can you do? You can follow us on Blue Sky. You will find us at Waffly Bollox, Awfully Waffly and Wrestletrash. You can email wafflybollocks@gmail.com. Our Gremlin Report jingle is by Morgan Brown. And you can buy things and give MJ your money at ko-fi.com/wrestletrash/shop because we need to raise a bit more money to buy a new iPad so that we can have continued Gremlin illustrations, please. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, I can draw on paper, obviously. Like, I have...
I didn't think of that.
But...
Only computer.
But it does make life a hell of a lot more difficult as a digital artist when I haven't got the thing that I work on. But, just trying to raise a couple of pennies. If you can kick us a quid, I'd very much appreciate it. If not, don't worry about it.
No worries if not.
No worries if not.
Okay.
Bye.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye. Love you. Bye.